What's up, ladies and gents? We are here at the lake. First look at what the all-new LiveSight from Lowrance looks like. I'm telling you, I'm excited for this one. It's gonna be really cool. But we're gonna drop in. Let me unhook real quick and see what this bad boy can do right here. All right, so we just got on the pond, idling out. The first thing I'm gonna do is probably just look at bridge piling. Something that's unique, something that's, something that's not, everywhere in the country's got bridge pilings. Normally there's a lot of white bass and crappie around those places. So why not look at that and see what we see? I don't know. I'm gonna see how much I can range it out, what the colors look like and all that stuff. This is the first time utilizing and using forward-looking sonar. And that's something that, for me. All right, so we're pulling up here to an obvious bridge. There's bridges all over the country, no matter where you go. We're gonna see what this thing looks like. Okay, I'm just gonna stop right here. There's always fish around bridges. We all know it. It's guaranteed. Not guaranteed to catch one, but guaranteed to see something. So rigging up some stuff real quick here, just rigging up a drop shot. And I'm excited to see what this thing looks like. You know, I think the biggest thing is I've never used really a whole lot of forward facing sonar. And I've heard a lot of good things about being able to utilize and see those fish far ahead of you. So it's gonna be interesting to see what this thing looks like. What this thing looks like anyway. Putting a little drop shot on real quick with a drag and drop. See if I can't catch one off the graph in front of me. The biggest thing that I think off just before even looking at this thing, what I feel like is the biggest thing is being able to utilize this for seeing fish that are right there in front of you, 30, 40 feet away, 20 feet away. That's what I really feel like is so important with forward facing sonar, because with everybody dropping on fish these days with their drop shots, their drag and drops, I mean, look, obviously it worked real well for me at Table Rock, but it makes those fish a lot more fickle, and they hear that that ting of your transducer, your 2D transducer, and it makes them a little more weary, so they don't bite as well. So I think being able to pitch to them and actually see how they react to that drop shot will be pretty cool. But first thing I'm probably gonna do is probably throw a swim bait or a crankbait next to this pylon and sort of see if we can even see our bait. That's the number one thing. I don't know what to expect, but we're gonna at least pick him up. As always, there's always some fish around a bridge. So I can see some down here. We're actually in 27 foot of water. The first thing that I see when I look at this thing is, I have it reached out there to 70 feet. Right here is the piling itself. You can see some fish move, here and there. Now this is right up underneath me. This is my 2D. This is some bait, probably a fish right, a fish right there. I can see if we can just make a cast. See what this thing looks like. Oh, one, gotta turn him. There's moving through. Ooh, look at that big giant fish right there, guys. Look at that. That's like right there. Oh my goodness. That thing right there is no joke. I mean, that's like Shamu. Golly, I'd be running if I was those fish right there. Look at that. Looks like he ate them. Looks like dang Pac-Man over here. Just straight going to town. That is a huge fish. Here's my crankbait right there. It's moving up. It's moving up. It's coming up. Coming up. Coming up. Boom, there it is. There's actually a couple big fish right there. Let's try it again. I'll show y'all. I'll show y'all real close. Get down there. It's probably about 30, 40 feet. There, I can start seeing it right there. It's moving pretty fast. So there it is right there. Moving fast, moving fast, moving fast, moving fast, moving fast. Coming on up. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Just off the giddy, you can tell that you can actually see, the piling pretty well. You can see the fish are suspended on it. There's some down there in 30. There's some fish up suspended up higher. And this is right here is going to give you more of like your ranges. You have 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet. This is the depth of what you're seeing out there. So the bottom right here is 25 feet deep, where down in here it's 30. So that's like right here from your left to right. This is gonna be your deepest point. Well, this is gonna be where your trolling motor's at. And then this is gonna be farthest point out. Obviously, the farther you get out there, probably from what I can tell, the harder it is to see your bait. The closer you are, the better you see it. It just seems that way off the giddy. You know, we're real close right now. We're within just a few feet of this of the bridge, and you can see this, you know, this thing showing me that there's quite a few fish around it and stuff. So pretty cool just to see what this looks like. First look at what potentially this could be like going forward. I'm telling you guys, I'm excited. I'm really excited actually. I think it'll be really cool. I mean, not only for catching big bass and lots of them, but catching crappie, catching bluegill, catching any kind of predator fish, being able to see those fish further away. I'm actually trying to stroll around here a little bit more. I can see a little bit of you can see the crappie in this one right here. That's pretty cool. There's a little place right there that has actually a part of the bridge fell off that I've known about. I wanted to see if you could see them sort of dotted up in it. I wonder if I could picture my crappie right there. See my bait right there. Crappie looking at it. Harder to see them. See my swim bait, see my crankbait. Swim bait seems to be better actually.
Go.
All right, so we looked at that real quick. Let's go look at a couple of other things that I think this is gonna be really good for. Pac-Man looking fish up underneath there. Eating them little things. What are the little things that Pac-Man eats? Like double crossbone carnage right here. Like, yeah. Cast the star. So we just marked a few fish. And one thing that I think that's really going to do well on is seeing fish that are schooled up, that are offshore. You know, anytime those fish get out there 5 to 25, 30 feet deep, it gives you an advantage to be able to see forward, see what's going on ahead of you. And with the pressure that I've seen day in and day out, without these guys out here with a lot of these lakes, having a little bit of an advantage, like having that new LiveSight can be a huge deal. So I would say that schools of fish might be unbelievable. I'm excited to sort of see what this is going to look like. I marked a few fish out here offshore. Just going to sort of try to mosey on around and see if I could see those fish further out in front of me. They look like they were moving around quite a bit. And this is really going to work well on suspended fish that are moving around, especially chasing bait. Be able to just look around left and right and see some fish. It's going to be cool. So see if we can't see one. Actually, I see one like right. There's some right there. See him right there? You see him start to come up. They seen me. All right, I see him down there. Oh my goodness, there's so much on there. There he is. Coming up. There he is. Look at him go down. The big one. Look at them all. Look at them all. Look at them all. They're all underneath the trolling motor. They're all right here. Pretty nice one too. That's awesome, dude. Oh, it's a big one. That is what I'm talking about. Oh, LiveSight at its best, man. That's cool stuff. Literally seeing them in front of me. Look at that. Gosh. Come here, buddy. Come here. God almighty, dude. That's a 4+ pounder. Oh, why are you trying to jump in the boat? That's a big one. First fish on the new LiveSight. Wow. All I can say is that was cool. I seen those fish. Now I could not see my bait fall, but I could see those fish 20, 30, 40 feet out. And I literally just pitched my bait out there, and that school of fish were swimming around out in here, and that was the first one that bit it. Unbelievable. Good fish, like 4+, 4.5 pounder. Good one. All right, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. First fish on the live side was a pretty good one. Let's see you guys. See you later, dude. All right. Good stuff. There's so much right there. You can see them on the bottom a little bit. Right there. See when they're like, it's like sometimes the one I'm noticing is like if they're suspended, you can see them good. But when they're on the bottom, you can sort of see them right there. Ooh, they're going to be right on the full one here in a second. You see them like right here. See them like on the bottom. Sort of messing around. Oh, they come off big, dude. I'm not seeing them as much right there anymore. There he is. Oh, let's see him on the drill coming off. He's down there right now. He goes down. See him fighting the bottom. That's cool. Not a big one, is it? It's a good fish. 15-incher, 14.5. There you go. Get another little drag and drop real quick. The thing that I'm starting to realize is, see these things on the bottom? Like those are them. Like those are the fish. Like you start to just get glimpses of them, and if they're out there, like you start to sort of get a glimpse. And you got to imagine this thing is only showing you where you're pointed in front of. There's one underneath me right now. He just showed up on my graph. Watch this. I gotta drop down on him. You got messed up, Felicia. His buddy just went down there. Oh, him and all his buddies are down there now. Go ahead and drop back down there and see what happens. Baby bass. Not baby. Just not a big one. Not as big as that first one. I'm really showing the rush good, dude. Yeah. Sounds way better. You see that? Right there, that little brush pile, you can see those fish. I just pitched right in front of the boat, literally not 20 feet. Caught that fish right there. Would have never known he was there until he bit it and I didn't know he even had it. There you go. That's what's up right there. So we've caught brush pile fish. We've caught fish out of big schools. I showed you a few fish that were around a bridge. Overall, the thing that I've seen on the new LiveSight is, you know, when you have objects or fish that were, from what I can tell, 60 feet, 40 to 60 feet, really gives you a good look at what's going on. I don't know if I was going to give you a great look at 80, 90, 100 feet, 200 feet. You're not going to get that really good, crisp image. But as far as what's right in front of you, especially with a drop shot, this is going to be something that's going to be awesome for crappie fishermen. It's going to be awesome for guys out there that are trying to get better at fishing offshore and understand what fish are doing. I tell you what, I'm impressed. Love the fact that I can see a little bit forward in front of me and be able to see fish that might not know that I'm there yet. So that's always important.